Alright, y'all, it's the Grind Infotainment. You know who I am, Shug, Diddy, the quadruple OG of the city. Today we've got Code Red in the building. What's happening, boss man? How you been?
I've been good, man.
Word. So you've been chilling off the scene for a little minute.
Yeah.
I know you've been working though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what you got going on?
Well, I mean, here recently, just going through my motions, with the music or whatnot, and just really just trying to, capture that moment within myself and figure out like, what direction I'm going in, what direction I need to be going in, and just really just fine tuning myself, and trying to figure out everything as far as the music is concerned. And outside of that, just really taking care of family, because my wife is dealing with a whole bunch of stuff, so that kept me off the scene for a minute. That, and she's disabled, so a lot of the work is on me. So even with doing the music or whatnot, I can't disregard my family in order to chase that music. So that's why I've been out of the scene for a minute.
Okay. That's definitely understandable and respectable. You know what I'm saying? Because family comes first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If the family's not right, then it's definitely on a psychological level hard to stay focused on the music.
Yeah.
So I definitely get it. And so like since we're on this topic, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, as far as like dealing with family and everything and the state of the music, like what keeps you motivated to do the music? You know what I'm saying? Considering everything that you got going on behind the scenes with family, you know what I'm saying? Make sure the wife and the kids are good.
I guess the biggest thing is like, usually when it comes to the music, like when I get frustrated, when I get locked out, like, and figuring out the things that I'm dealing with life, I create this song, and that inspires me or pushes me to keep going with everything that I'm doing, and that song for me recently, was Bigger and Better Things, and anything I'm dealing with in life, I made the song Same Energy, when I'm feeling, a certain type of way towards, the energy that I'm giving or energy that I'm receiving, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about, the situation that I'm in, and that's really what just keeps the music going in me. It's really not the fame or the money or anything like that. It's just, it's a core of me that drives me, that keeps me going. And once you record that song and you put it down, it like sets a standard in my head on what it is, the expectations are. So that's really what I got out of Bigger and Better Things, which I guess I'll be performing tonight, but that was really about uplifting me and pushing myself to get to the next level in my life that I needed to get to. So, I call it reality music because everything that I write is just straight reality. I don't write anything outside of that. It's really stuff that I'm dealing with or the state of mind that I'm in, that I'm trying to get to, next level. I'm just using that as a tool to just keep me going. Right.
Okay. Definitely, I definitely feel you on that. So now, we've had conversations before, as far as with the tone of the music, you know what I'm saying, scene. Just not even limited to the independent local scene, but just the music, you know what I'm saying, the genre itself, everybody's on trap and drill, but you keep it classic, you know what I'm saying? Like you stay true to your roots, you know what I'm saying, that bigger essence of hip hop and not just rap.
Exactly.
So, like when you're performing and it's a crowd of folks that are from, because we're a little older, so when it's the younger crowd, and you're performing and you're looking out in the crowd and you're not getting the response that you feel you should as far as when it comes to being a true hip hop head.
Yeah.
Like, what goes through your mind to keep you with the same energy as if it's a classic hip hop crowd?
I guess, really when it comes to like performing or anything like that, I know, like I said, the standard I set myself at. So I always try to give my best regardless, you know. And most of the songs, not even most of them, all of them are like heartfelt. So, you know, anytime that I do a song or I do a performance, I go into that moment with that song. You know, I don't come out of it until it's done. You know, and I don't wait for judgment or I don't look for judgment in the crowd or how the crowd is feeling about me. You know, I just give 150%, you know, especially to, you know, the promoters because, you know, they put on and these people come out and they pay to see a show. So, you know, I try to put all my energy in it and leave it all on the floor for them, you know, out of respect for them and what they do.
Most of, yeah. And I think that's one thing that a lot of artists, and I'm not gonna say old or new, I'm just gonna say a lot of artists don't really hone in on. It's like we've seen the footage from industry artists to independent artists that are higher up on the plateau of their career. You know, they get frustrated and get to talking trash to the crowd and threaten to get off stage and whatnot. So I definitely, you know what I'm saying, like the concept that you have, you know what I'm saying, as far as your train of thought with your performances, because definitely you gotta put your all into your performance. And not a lot of people have the energy that you have when they perform.
Yeah.
And I think that, in my personal opinion, that's one of the things that does gravitate the crowds to you. You know what I'm saying? Because just that energy, you know what I'm saying? Energy, you know what I'm saying, bounces off of other energy.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of it, if I put too much care into it and I worry too much about all the little small things when you're performing, then it takes away from your performance, especially if you're nervous. So, you know, anytime that I do that, I do it like, you know, like I would do it if I was at home, you know. And it's one thing that I told, you know, Ozzy when she was about to perform one time, and I told her, you know, the worst thing you can do is go out the same way that you came in.
Indeed, indeed. Now, for the ones that don't really understand what you mean, kind of break down a little more when you say the worst thing is to go out the way you came in.
Pretty much, I might have came in with, you know, 7 or 8 fans, you know, and I come in, you know, as long as you leave with at least one, you good. I mean, that's an honor right there. But even if you don't leave with one, you just leave in the same way that you came in. So all the nervousness and being scared of what's going to happen when you're up there, it's all a wasted energy, you know what I mean? Because however somebody feels about you, they're going to feel regardless of what you do. So, I mean, you come in and you just give your all, and most of the time people will respect that if you just give your all and you just leave it all out there, you know what I mean? So that's the biggest thing is, you know, just put your all in and just leave it at that. And if you gain a fan, that's great. But if you don't, I mean, you just left the same way that you came in. I mean, ain't nobody hating on you, ain't nobody, you know, doing anything different than what they were doing before you walked through the door, you know, and just move on to the next ear. You gotta win them out one ear at a time.
Right. I definitely feel you on that. Yeah, and cause man, so let me ask you this. How do you manage with so many songs that you've done and performed and that the in-between projects of working on songs, how do you manage to memorize your song and be able to, you know what I'm saying, to just always have it down pat like that? If that's something you want to share.
I mean, the biggest part is, you know, any time that I create a song, I recorded it like a month beforehand, and I'm listening into my car like over and over again. So I get it memorized, so whenever I go to the studio, it's already a song in my head. Mm-hmm. So, you know, after it's actually created, and, you know, you listening to it, it just, I mean, the biggest part is creating songs that are close to your heart. Because when you create songs that are close to your heart, you will never forget those words, especially when it's real. And it's really what you're feeling, it's really what you're going through. You know, those emotions are gonna be inside of you because you can reflect back to where you was when you made the song, and it really helps with performances and everything like that because all the emotion is already in the song. You just gotta bring it out. So, I mean, that's pretty much how I memorize it. It's just emotions. You know what I mean? Just like bigger and better things. It's just stuff that I live through and stuff that I want to achieve in my life and stuff that I want to push for. And it really makes it easier to perform it when it's real. Because it's really what you're speaking is really what you feel, and you don't feel like you have to put on a front when you're performing to try to be something that you're not.
Most definitely, most definitely. And tell them where to find that song at, you know what I'm saying, and where to find you at on social media so that way they can follow you and check out your other music that you got.
Well, they can follow me on all major platforms under the code Red, with Over Records. You know, that's the company that I'm with. But you can find me on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. You can find me on all that stuff under the code Red. So
make sure y'all check out that Bigger and Better Things because it's fire. I'm telling y'all, like if you're a true hip hop, you know what I'm saying, fan, supporter, you're gonna love this man's music. I'm telling you, because it ain't that boopity boop shit that everybody's doing now. So like, if you want real hip hop, check this man out for sure. So other than Bigger and Better Things, like, you know, are you just pushing that single, or you got some other things in the work that we could be expecting pretty soon?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to establish an album, hit a financial deficit where I can't get in the studio like I wanted to, but I got plenty of songs written at home that I haven't got to so far on that album, which is Album Global that I'm creating with Over Records. So far, I got the Bigger and Better Things. I got Without You with K Nice. I got Higher Level, and I also got Same Energy. So I mean, these are all powerful songs that are really enlightening, man, and trying to make a big difference. It's like a third person perspective. So that's how I write my music in a third person perspective. So anybody that's listening to it can relate to it. It's not about me. It's about me, but I put it in a third person perspective. So when you're sitting in the car and you're feeling some type of way, you can vibe with that.
Word. That's real dope. I like that. I like that. Well, man, look, we got a party going on.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to enjoy the festivities. I appreciate you coming on to the grind. I've been wanting to get you on the show for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So, like every time I get an opportunity, I'm definitely going to lock in with you. You know what I'm saying? To extend that opportunity out. Definitely, looking forward to seeing the performance tonight and waiting on that new music to come out when everything balances out for you and everything. And, shit, you're automatically an honorary, guest on the grind, Infotainment. Anytime I got something going on, definitely I'm gonna reach out to you. So that way you can be a part of it, and just keep us posted when you're dropping that music, you know what I'm saying? Because we love the classic, we love the fire, so definitely. Hey, I appreciate you, boss man. Hey, this is the Grind Infotainment. I got Code Red in the building. Hey, make sure y'all stay on the lookout for him, you know what I'm saying? All major platforms, you know what I'm saying? Go check his music out. This is Grind Infotainment. I'm Shug Diddy, and we out.